Yogesh Dhingra, who's the Chief Operating Officer and Finance Director at Blue Dart, joins us on the show right now. Mr. Dhingra, thanks very much for speaking with us. Even though there has been a decent performance come in on the bottom line, margins have been hit on account of higher expenses. What have been the main reasons for that?
You see, under the current economic scenario where GDP is under pressure and IIP numbers are not looking very bullish, there is certainly a pressure in terms of volumes. Top line has gone up because of our various initiatives in terms of different type of new products which we have launched. In terms of cost, though there has been a focus in terms of controlling each and every cost, but the current phase of inflation is very high. The USD and INR equation, these costs are going up. Apart from these costs, because of inflationary pressure, we had abnormal cost of one of the aircraft had to be brought into India on a wet lease basis, which impacted our cost for this quarter. Otherwise, by and large, if one neutralizes these costs, we have done fairly well under the current circumstances.
What about the fluctuations in currency and oil rates? I believe they've, as I read out, impacted business for you. How are you hedging yourselves against it?
The currency, the fluctuations are very steep over the last 6 months. There was hardly any time last year for planning any kind of hedging activity. We are in the process of doing hedging this year and plan to really take positions and ensure that we sail through. In terms of crude oil, certainly with the dollar going up, the crude oil import cost of the oil companies also go up. We have a fuel surcharge mechanism with our customers. When the ATF price, which is linked to crude oil, goes up, we pass it back to the customers. So that way we have a internal hedging mechanism which works for us.
What kind of earnings growth trajectory do we see from the company then in this year?
You see, depending on the economy, how and when it starts taking a move upwards, we believe that next 3-4 months are going to be difficult and things could improve around the festival time, which is Diwali. If the revival happens, I'm sure certainly that will result into our earnings as well. But fairly, we are confident in terms of giving the best shot and making at least earnings in double digit.
Okay, what kind of market share is it that the company is currently working with, and what kind of premium is the company charging over competition?
We are the leader in this industry. We're close to about 45% market share on the Air Express, and that's going up on an year-to-year basis. We are growing faster than the industry growth.
Right. Could you give us more clarity then on the issue that's on the market's mind on delisting, as the company owns 81%, and we have the diktat from the regulator about the deadline being just a year away?
Company will always be adhering to the law of the land. So it will not be wise on the part of me or on behalf of company to comment on that. It is a shareholder matter. And I'm sure shareholders know this requirement and they'll make sure that within such deadline given, they come up with the compliance mechanism.
Great. Thanks so much, Mr. Dhingra, for joining in and giving us that perspective.